Do you recall experiencing sadness, anxiety, or fear that made you feel like something was wrong? You're not alone in this feeling, even if it seems like it. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, states that sometimes feeling down or going through a difficult period may be a sign of a more serious issue. Hello guys, we are back with another video. In this video, let's talk about 8 mental health symptoms you should not ignore. Let's begin without any ado. Number 1. If you've been withdrawing from social activities or isolating yourself, this could be a sign of a mental health issue. While taking breaks from socializing can be beneficial for your mental and physical well-being, constantly avoiding people or events that you used to enjoy could indicate the presence of a mental illness such as depression, anxiety, or a psychotic disorder, according to mental health professionals such as Raymond Starr Jr. and Howard Dubetz. Number 2. If you're experiencing sadness or depression that persists for more than 2 weeks, this could be a sign of something more serious. It's normal to feel sad from time to time, but most people's sadness improves over time. The American Psychiatric Association has noted that unusually intense sadness that lasts for 2 weeks or longer may be a sign of depression. The National Institute of Mental Health advises paying attention to feelings of sadness that are more intense or longer lasting than usual, as this may indicate the need for professional help. Number 3. If you find that your worrying and anxiety have become overwhelming and you can't seem to turn them off, this may be a sign of an anxiety disorder. Other symptoms of anxiety disorders can include difficulty relaxing, insomnia, racing thoughts, unexplained physical pains or aches, and irritability. The Anxiety and Depression Association of America recommends seeking help from a mental health professional if you have experienced these symptoms on most days for at least 6 months. Number 4. If you're experiencing extreme and sudden changes in your mood and don't know why it could be a sign of a more serious issue, research has shown that it's normal for people's moods to fluctuate from day to day, but extreme and sudden mood swings that cause significant changes in behavior and energy may be a sign of bipolar disorder. The American Academy of Pediatrics and other organizations have identified certain red flags to look out for, such as experiencing sadness, anger, or excessive euphoria for most of the day, especially if these emotions are not related to what's happening in your life. Number 5. If you're experiencing extreme anger outbursts that feel almost impossible to control or that seem disproportionate to the situation, it could be a sign of a mental health issue. According to Healthline, extreme anger outbursts can be a sign of unresolved trauma, bipolar disorder, alcohol abuse, obsessive-compulsive disorder, intermittent explosive disorder, or depression. It's important to recognize the physical and emotional signs of anger and seek help if you're concerned about your anger being unhealthy. Number 6. Both sleeping too much or too little can be signs of a mental health issue, according to the Harvard University School of Medicine. Approximately 10 to 18% of the general population experiences sleep problems, but this is 2 to 3 times more common in people who have a mental illness. Around 50% of people who have ADHD, depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder may suffer from insomnia or hypersomnia, sleeping too much, according to the Harvard Med School. Number 7. If you've started abusing drugs or alcohol, it could be a sign of a mental health issue. According to mentalhealth.gov, 1 in 4 people who have symptoms of mental illness symptoms may turn to alcohol or drugs as a way to self-medicate for emotions such as anger, anxiety, or mania. Experts believe that individuals with depression, anxiety disorders, personality disorders, or schizophrenia are more likely to use drugs and alcohol as a coping mechanism than those diagnosed with other mental illnesses. Number 8. If you've noticed that you're experiencing delusions or hallucinations, this could be a sign of psychosis. Psychosis, which can include symptoms such as hallucinations and delusions, is characterized by a distorted sense of perception or belief that can create a sense of urgency in the person experiencing it, even if there is no evidence to support these perceptions or beliefs. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, approximately 100,000 people in the US experience psychosis every year, and approximately 3 out of every 100 people will have a psychotic episode at some point in their lives as a symptom of a physical or mental illness such as schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. By this, we have come to the end of the video. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms on this list, know that you are not alone, and it is not wrong to feel this way. However, it's important to take care of yourself by seeking help from a mental health professional if you've been experiencing any of these symptoms. If you enjoyed our video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.